Take care of myself.
You take care of yourself?
Yes.
You're independent?
Yes.
So you don't need a man to take care of you?
No.
No?
No.
Would you rather a breadwinner or a stay-at-home dad?
Breadwinner.
Breadwinner? And why is that?
Because I'd rather be the stay-at-home one.
If you're independent, why would you rather be the stay-at-home one? There you have it.
And another thing, stop saying that man was trying to control you when he was only trying to lead you into a better life. But you so hard-headed, you so egotistic, you so prideful, you so stuck in your ways that you wouldn't even let that man lead. Have a good day.
Acting like that. All right, calm down.
Please, 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 Walter, please, Molly, please.
Yeah, brother, you dodged a bullet here. Definitely don't go back. My brain, I never understood this whole thing. Like, you get caught cheating and then you start crying. Like, what do you have to cry about? Why are you crying? Bro, that's crazy. Obviously, they're crying because they want to seem like the victim in this situation somehow. I mean, don't fall for it, brother. Just literally just leave. I wouldn't even record that. I'd be out of there.
Nice guys do not always finish last.
You know what? You're right, ladies. The nice guy doesn't finish last, because this is what's going to happen. Some of you left this guy when you were younger in age because you just felt like you were going to miss out. There was nothing wrong with him, but you just had this feeling that you were going to miss out. So you went out here and you said, I need to experience life. And you blamed it on the immature mind. You blamed it on your immaturity. You're like, I need to go out here and experience all these things. And then once you experience all of them, you're like, 5 years later, I didn't have to do that. I was just being immature. And now you're going to spin the block and come back to this man, right? In hopes, and if he's a simp, he's going to take you back, in hopes that he takes you back. And now you're going to be with him, you're going to settle, and you're going to bring all this past experience / drama and trauma into the new relationship and make him deal with it. But you're right. Nice guys don't.
Stitch this with your hottest take.
Marriage counselors are only there to support what the woman wants. The reason is because if it's a male therapist, the woman will just manipulate him just like she manipulates you. If it's a woman therapist, she will relate more to the wife and therefore support her and mostly disagree with you. It's basically a setup. It's oh God. And the wives will lie in therapy, and if you call them out for lying, that never happened, the therapist will be like, now, and like switch, like, what?
So what do you suggest the women in the West do if everyone's advice is for men in the West to look elsewhere for a wife? What happens to all the women in the West then?
Well, that one study we referenced that said by 2030 or something, 50% of women will be without a man. So that's the direction we're heading, because the men that are looking for those traditional values are starting to go overseas, and then the other half of the men are just checking out completely. They don't want to deal with women at all. So this is going to be a big issue that women are going to deal with in the future as their options dwindle.
I mean, if that's where we're headed, that's a scary future, because at that point, birth rates will start to decline, and then we might have a serious population issue if that happens. I don't know if there's any way we can actually make sure that things get better, things get away, but from what I see, things aren't getting better, so I don't know.
Fellas in your early 20s, love, relationships, focus on yourself, and grind and grind and grind. That way when you're 30 years old, you got so much money, great credit, everything you need to your name, that you could pick from any girl you want. You're pre-selected. They picking you.
Bro, that's literally it, bro. That's life as a man a lot of times. You gotta go and you gotta really take care of yourself and build yourself and build that foundation for your life. And don't do it for women. Do it for yourself, because as a man, you want to live the best life you possibly can. Don't do these things as women as a motivator, in my opinion. Do them because they're just genuinely good things and they will make you happy and fulfilled.
Does a man get a one-night stand? Repent and believe the gospel. You don't need no one-night stand. You need Jesus, man. Fair enough.
Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
Tonight, God calls you to be saved. Be reconciled.
Dude finds a pretty female who has no status, no following. Nobody knows who she is. She's a gem. If I find a girl, not right now, but if I found a girl, right, who has 1,000 followers and she's an 8, Oh my God, it's like finding Virgin Mary. So like, we don't want status. We don't need status. We just want you to fit whatever. We actually want, especially in 2022, we want you to have less amount of exposure as possible.
That's totally true, man. Because like with a lot of guys, bro, we don't want to deal with like a lot of competition. That's the thing. Like you should never compete for someone, like compete for another person. So the thing is, if you have a huge following, it's gonna be more prone to a lot of guys hitting on you, stuff like that, a lot more attention, and that just sees as a big problem. A lot of men just want to live in peace with their one girl by their side. Like that's honestly it. That's really honestly it, bro. We don't want to go through this whole thing. Getting with a lot of women isn't really worth it. It's not fulfilling. It's just a lot better to just be with one person who you can trust and love.
Where are you?
I'm standing over the back.
Stop! Okay.
Stop! Oh! No! It needs...
Most nerve-wracking part. You're gonna hate what you see.
Oh my God, you're gorgeous.
Is this the type of person you
Honestly, no.
Why?
And...
What?
What did I do?
Honestly, I feel like it's because I'm heavy.
No.
Yo, that was cold, bro. That was cold. She said, "Oh, you're gorgeous." He didn't say a word, bro. He didn't say a word, man. And it just shows the way that the reason she said that, it shows she is probably insecure about her size, which is fine. It's okay to be insecure about it. But like the fact that she was angry, she just quickly pushed the button just shows like it was just out of spite, bro, and pettiness.
Where the hell do y'all be finding these men that are obsessed with you? Good fathers?
Here's a fact of the day for you. Those men do exist, there's plenty of them, but you gotta compromise somewhere. Generally, more attractive men aren't going to be as nice. If you want an attractive boyfriend, attractive husband, whatever, odds are he's not gonna be that nice to you. Less attractive guys are going to do those things for you, because of course, generally. But generally, they feel as though they have to make up for it because they're not as attractive. That's why you don't see super attractive guys being funny. It's like a video game. It's like an attribute system. You get points in one category, you lose points in another one. So your tall, wealthy, attractive men are not gonna do the same things that a shorter, less attractive man who makes less money would do. So if you want all those things, you gotta pick a less attractive dude. That's why I don't give my friends dating advice. I know for a fact I can do things and get away with things they could never get away with. I can't even tell them motherfuckers be themselves.
A little high can be the beginning of another 3 years of therapy, so I don't reply.
She has a new work boyfriend.
Bro. You guys, bye.
It's a shame, man. I know you're angry, but hey, at least he did the right thing. It's okay to be a little angry, but he just said, "Hey, that's cool," and he said, "Deuces, bro. Chalk up the deuces, man, and hit the gym. Focus on yourself, brother. That's what you gotta do."
I've been a divorce lawyer for 40 years, and here's why it is a bad idea to get married in your teens and your 20s. Who you were at 18 or 20 is not the same person you're going to be at 30. You don't have financial stability, you don't have a career, you don't know where you're going. There's so many question marks, and you haven't developed into who you are. You're just trying to...
What have you learned about men in your life?
They're a mess, and they love to do this kind of ghosting, which I hate.
Have you ever been ghosted?
Of course.
How?
I don't know.
Exactly. Look at you. Yeah. Have you ever ghosted anyone?
My ex.
Well, there you go. It's karma. You say you don't like ghosting, then you start ghosting people. That's what you get. I mean, hey, don't feel bad. I don't want to hear this victim mentality, because you out there, you start ghosting people too. Come on.
I wish I heard this advice sooner. I never even heard this advice, actually. This is just my personal advice to anyone out there. Or any guys out there, I guess. 99% of girls are just confusing. So confusing that they don't even know what they want themselves. And because of that, if you care too much, you are going to be caught on the wrong end of that. And you are going to be the one who suffers. Or both of you will suffer. If you really care about a girl and you think she cares about you, but she's off and on, then you're both going to be going through that. So the best thing you can do for yourself is just not care. Just care as little as possible about the situation. You can still show, affection, but in the back of your mind, you have to be prepared for anything that comes, because with girls, things change by the day.
This man is totally right. A big thing about dating and in life is leverage. You have to be able to walk away from anything, bro. If you're willing to walk away from a business deal, if you're willing to walk away from a relationship, if you're willing to walk away, that means that you really don't need it. And it doesn't really add much value to your life. So once you walk away, they're like, oh crap, they realize your value and they want you back. But at that point, it's too late. So always remember, understand your value, and always be ready to leave and improve yourself.